Hey everyone, today we're playing Treasure in the Royal Tower. It's another Nancy Drew game because Nancy November. I have my handy dandy notebook and let's go.
Dear George, so much from my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in.
Cool.
The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed. I think I'm one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances. You should hear this wind. What's more, the owner, Christy Lane, my father's friend, is away on business. I tried to ask the caretaker, Dexter Egan, how I could contact her, but he said he didn't know. Doesn't that seem odd? I couldn't help feeling like there was something he wasn't telling me. All this makes me a little nervous, but I'm determined to enjoy myself. After all, this is a vacation, right? I have big plans to explore the castle. That Ezra Wickford, the original owner, must have been quite a character to have built such an extraordinary place. It's filled with strange, dead-end corridors, for one thing. And I notice one of the towers is totally different from the other ones. Of course, I'll have to save some time to meet Jacques Brunet, the French ski instructor. Tell Bess she'll be the first to know if he's half as gorgeous in person as he looks on his website. So, George, I guess things never quite go according to plan, but at least this time, the culprit is just a snowstorm. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Now all I need is a mailbox.
Nice. So, fun fact, this is actually the first Nancy Drew game that I ever played. And it took me a very long time to play it. Took me a very long time to play it. I kept getting stuck and I couldn't figure out what you were supposed to do. I literally just kept getting lost. We are room 205. And that's one of the reasons I could never figure it out, is I couldn't remember our room. Yeah, this is the first ever Nancy Drew game that I ever played. Bound to have an adventure. Outdoor attractions. Plans to restore the elevator to its original conditions. Visit the library.
Sounds like the radiator is broken.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Amateur detectives and sleuthy gadgets, they won't leave home without fingerprinting 101. Lorna McNamer. Fingerprinting 101. Surely that means we won't need that anytime in the future. Okay, let's...
Dead end.
Alright. Hello? Let me out. Thank you. So we are... I think that door. Okay. Look at how elegant all of this is. Can you handle the view? Wisconsin. Peppercliff Farms. Ski, Wisconsin. Oldest chateau in Lake Pond, Wisconsin. Wickford Castle, Butter Ridge Ski Resort. Oh, hello.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hello.
Did you get squared away upstairs?
Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Mr. Egan. My room is charming, but I think there's something wrong with my radiator. It hisses, and there's a clanging noise, too. Would you mind checking it out for me?
Sorry about that inconvenience, but you're just gonna have to sit tight for a while. I'm the only one on duty while the owner's away. And around here, it seems like even if it ain't broke, it still needs fixing.
All right.
Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day. And now to make matters worse, there have been a couple of incidents.
Incidents.
What kind of incidents?
Someone vandalized our historic library. Really turned the place upside down. The owner, Miss Lane, she's gonna be pretty upset.
Why would anyone want to vandalize the library?
I have no idea. I straightened up in there before check-in yesterday and everything was fine. Now it looks like a bomb went off. Books everywhere and somebody hacked a big hole in one of the walls.
Oh.
I locked the place up and called the police, but who knows when they'll be able to get here.
Wow, a hole in the wall? What do you think they were looking for?
I can't tell, but somebody's definitely after something.
Okay. What else has
What
gone
else
wrong?
has gone wrong?
Well, this Professor Hotchkiss just called me in a terrible flap, saying our room's been robbed. I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to talk about it. Wouldn't even tell me what was missing. So what's she want me to do about it?
Sounds like you're swamped, Mr. Egan. Is there any way I can help?
Well, Hotchkiss has a pair of ski boots in the basement. The Frenchman's been working on them for her, but he won't deliver them. Says he's a ski instructor, not a bellhop. I hate to ask this, but if you could grab those boots and bring them up to her, it might smooth her feathers. Sure would smooth mine.
Okay.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Ah, hello.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into the library and vandalized it. Dexter locked it up. He's saying the culprit must be one of us in the castle. Can you believe it?
Library's a
Yeah,
disaster.
Dexter just told me the library is a disaster area and that it's totally off limits.
Too bad, huh? I'm dying to see what they did to it. Don't quote me on this, but I think Dexter has an extra key to the library somewhere around his desk.
I guess you've really got your finger on the pulse around here. Any other castle scandal I should know about?
Oh, we got scandal, honey. Professor Hotchkiss is claiming she's been robbed, for one thing. But the real scandal is downstairs. His name is Jacques Brunet.
What's the scandal with Jacques Brunet?
Va-va-voom. Scandalous cuteness, of course. Didn't you watch the last Winter Olympics? He's France's big cheese of skiing. He holds the record for the 500-meter slalom, but he totally choked at the games. I guess he's washed up now. But at least his looks haven't gone down the tubes.
Oh boy.
So who's Professor Hotchkiss?
Oh my gosh, wait till you hear this. Hotchkiss is this nutty old woman who's always typing and talking to herself in her room. I was walking past her door earlier, and I heard her screaming that her room had been robbed.
You said she's a professor. Do you know what she teaches?
I'm really not sure. She just kept wailing, "My theory, my theory." I think she teaches history, or maybe a foreign language. I thought I heard a couple of French words pop out of her mouth. But don't quote me on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school.
Do you have a theory about all this?
Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest, and this place is one of the weirdest. Did you know Ezra Wickford, the original owner, shut himself away in here for like 50 years?
I wonder why he was so antisocial.
Creepy, right? I mean, did we stumble onto the set of As the Castle Turns or what? Well, you probably want to get settled. I wonder what we're gonna do with ourselves while we're all cooped up in this place.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Okay. Okay, down we go? Yeah, okay. Ski rental. So it's this giant castle where some of the doors work and some of the doors don't. Oh, hey.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Nancy Drew. I'm here on vacation. What's your excuse?
My excuse?
Well, this is an awfully long way from the French Alps. Did you come to Wisconsin for the cheese?
I am here for Isabelle, mon petit chou. She's an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me. That is excuse enough to be in Wisconsin, n'est-ce pas? And besides, I am not the first French work of art to end up here.
Ah, so you came halfway across the world for love. That's a fine excuse. So, when's the wedding?
As soon as possible.
Are you the eager one or is she?
Are you the eager one, or is she?
Do not ask me about the affairs of my heart, Nancy, or I would think you are trying to steal it. But tell me, how will
okay.
you spend your time here, Nancy?
Oh, I'm just going to wander around and become an expert on this castle.
I should warn you, Dexter is very protective of this place. He does not take kindly to people snooping around where they should not.
Okay.
Don't worry, Jacques. The last thing I want to do is get myself grounded.
Ciao!
Hey.
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
You bring Professor
I need to
Hotchkiss.
bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Do you have them?
Yes, I fixed her boots. But you should be relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter.
I don't think I have much of a choice in that. I don't think I have any say in that. Tell me about the boxes you're making.
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila! I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Lisa told me you were in the Olympics. What was that like?
Disappointing, frustrating, humiliating.
Oh.
Oh, what happened?
It was the worst day of my life. To fall flat on my face with my family, my country, and the rest of the world watching.
I'll talk to you later.
Allez, bye-bye.
Okay. Okay, we have locker 310 is 5 1 7.
The combination is 517, but it's not working.
Okay, already gone. That happened real quick. This way back up. Okay, so we'll go to
It's too dark. I should take the elevator.
take the elevator. We just came from. Okay. Huh? Don't really.
Did Hotchkiss get her boots?
Not yet, Mr. Egan.
Sorry.
That's a shame.
How long have you
So,
been
how
working
long
here?
have you been working here?
A while.
Okay.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Grumpy old man. Okay. Do we remember what room was said that Hotchkiss was in? Just listen for mad typing, I guess, right? It's really just like an H. Ooh, sound of typing.
Yes, hello? Is that Jacques with my boots?
Actually, it's Nancy Drew. But I do have your boots for you.
Oh, good. Boots, fine. Thank you, thank you. Everything is fine. Just leave the boots at the door, please. Oh, and it seems I'm out of change. I'll just have to tip you the next time, Mandy.
It's Nancy, and I'm happy to leave the boots. But if you're not too busy, Professor, I'd just like to introduce myself properly and ask you a couple of questions.
Questions, yes, yes, and proper introduction sounds lovely, but not now, maybe later.
Okay. Alright, well. Then that's... Ma'am? Wow, okay.
Can
Hello.
I help you?
Okay.
About my radiator, Mr. Egan. Do you think you'll be able to fix it anytime soon?
Sorry, not yet. Hotchkiss called to report that she got her boots. But now I'm told that the light is out in the back stairwell. Could you check the circuit breaker in the basement and make sure it's working?
Okay.
Some vacation this is turning into.
This guy, huh? What am I doing? These are the only ones that aren't. No, they're not. I don't know. Oh. Okay, how about that? Did that do anything?
Hello there, Dead End. My name's Nancy Drew.
Cool. How about this way? Seems like the light's on. Cool. Help?
Yes?
I don't want to pester you, Mr. Egan, but the radiator.
Thanks for dealing with the circuit breaker. Okay, we're really making progress here, kid. So, you go up to Hotchkiss's room and see what she wants for dinner. She's not answering her phone.
No
Okay.
problem, boss.
Sounds good, I guess. She's in room 214. Which is this way.
Ugh! Virginia Woolf never endured such interruptions. Who is it?
Hi, Professor. I thought you might be getting hungry in there. Could I relay a dinner order for you?
Oh, hard to think of food candy when I'm riding the raging rapids of my theory. Oh, right now, I have plenty of pre-packaged energy globules to keep me going. But tell Baxter that I am developing a powerful craving for couscous. Yes, couscous for dinner would be splendid. I'll have a nice tip for you next time, Fanny.
Alrighty. Couscous. My guy, she says
Yes?
couscous.
The professor says she has a hankering for, couscous.
Couscous? Never heard of it. Tell her to order something off the menu.
Okay.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Is
Hey.
that my couscous already?
Sorry, Professor, but there's no couscous in the house. You'll need to choose something from the hotel menu.
Well, I don't have a menu. At least not from this hotel. Oh, be a doll and fetch me one, will you, Tata?
Sure. How about this one?
Did you get the menu?
Sure did. How about opening the door so I can give it to you?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Just slip it under the door, please. Nice and easy. No funny stuff.
She's real paranoid.
Baby back ribs, yes. Oh, chili cheese dog, fried bologna sandwich. I'm not usually much of a meat eater, but very well. 50 drumsticks, please. Chicken, that is. Cluck, cluck.
Sure.
Sure. 50 drumsticks. Whatever makes you happy.
Rock and roll, dear.
That's such a quantity of chicken wings. I hope you're ready for this.
Can I help you?
The professor has changed her order. Seems she's developed an appetite for chicken drumsticks. 50 of them.
Okay then, drumsticks we got. Oops, but I guess Jock better take that bag of chicken legs out of the freezer. Will you tell him? And then take the rest of the day off, kid. Your radiator's as good as fixed.
Nice.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
All right. Oop, wrong. Not what I wanted. This is stairs. Sure. There we go. Hey.
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
Okay, let's see.
Dexter told me the combination to my locker, number 310, is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
Okay. Cool.
Dexter needs you to defrost that big bag of chicken legs.
Oh la la la, what does he think I am? A sous chef?
I'll talk to you later.
A bientôt.
All right, cool. So let's try 311 with the code 5 1 7. Oh. Oh. Helen Carp. Okay. Tanya Gooding. Okay. That's suspicious. Lisa, my friend. How are you? How's Wisconsin? Okay. That's suspicious. So we've got a lot of identities going on. You're here.
Hi there, how's it going?
So tell me more about the life of a photojournalist. It must be very glamorous at times.
Well, there's nothing glamorous about the pay, I can tell you that much.
Ooh.
Does your job take you to exotic, far-off places?
Well, there is a lot of travel. Too bad I'm so useless with foreign languages.
I'm dying to find a way into that tower. Where do they usually hide the secret entrances in weird old Midwestern mansions?
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Too bad most of the places I've covered aren't any weirder than imitation butter. I wish you'd hurry up and find it, though, so we can check it out.
Here we go.
There was a little mix-up with the lockers, and I accidentally opened yours.
Yeah, and?
Well, I was kind of confused. I was just trying to see whose stuff was in there, and I found a bunch of IDs in your bag. They
This might have
all
been a
had your
mistake.
picture and other people's names on them.
A savvy photojournalist always carries a couple of alternate identities, Nancy. When you're working under deadline, you don't always have time to play by the rules. I'm sure you know what I mean.
I'll let you get back
Okay.
to your magazine.
Keep me posted.
French Revolution. Marie Antoinette. Guillotine. Pleasant. Okay.
Did you see I fixed your radiator?
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Thank you. There we go. Oof. Ooh. It's all fixed. Look at that. Okay. It's late night. we should be able to do some snoopings. Cinegraph, get boots back to Professor. Shut down ski lift, checked energy. Professor's boots, refund guests who canceled snowplows, reach Christie again, change library alarm code, change bulbs in tower, replace filter and vent. Keep searching. Get boots back to Professor. Check basement circuit breaker. Get dinner order from guest. Alright, Dexter. That's it? That's all you got? I'm just gonna steal a key, I guess. Oh, is it the library key? Oh boy. Ugh.
Okay, I hear you.
The level of fear I just
Son,
experienced.
you crazy old man. I know you hid that thing around here somewhere. The least you could have done was left me a hint. I don't have time to clean this up.
Okay. Hello? Let me out, please. Oh. Okay. All right, she looks happy. That is a hole in the wall. It's a big old hole in the wall. This. Yes. Atlas of the United States. Oh man, okay. Okay, so it's 3. I think it's 2, 7. So it's 45 north and then 90 west. There's a lot. True stories behind famous portraits. Marie Antoinette commissioned a jeweled tiara for her birthday. Set in the tiara were ruby, emerald, sapphire, and diamond. Horrified by the tiara's extravagance and refused to wear it. It's even rumored that she referred to it as my crown of ruination, though no one knew what she meant by this. Refused to be painted wearing the tiara. Ornate herself with a purple rose instead. Oh, they weren't found. Okay. Okay. Sly Rabbit will have 3 openings to its den. I don't have... Okay. Oh, okay. Please. Remove me from this, please. Please, please get me out of here. Thank you. Okay. Alright, can I do... West... Yeah, 90. Oh! Oh! negative 15, 10, and negative 5. Okay. So that's the answer to this guy. Negative 15. 10. And then negative 5. Oh, that sounded grand. What just opened where? Up? Is it up? Oh, it's up. Got a lighter. Oh. Okay. Castle has been empty for many years now, hallways just echo in vain, and oh how I miss you, my one-time son. My anger is dissolved into pain. Still don't know why you pilfered my wallet. The money could hardly have mattered. That $50 I'd have given you twice, but instead my poor heart you shattered. If only I could find you, we'd patch it all up, talk through it as dad and son should. Perhaps you meant only to test my love. Perhaps you felt misunderstood. I want you to know that your old man forgives you. Old bygones are bygone with me. So I've left you one keepsake to remember me by. You'll sure be delighted to see. Go out to the garden, my old thinking spot, my refuge in hours of dread. Your luck charm is stashed there, no stranger would look. In the back of my old troubled head. So this is goodbye, dear Dexter. Farewell. You offered me much needed joy. And I'll never forget all the laughter brought me, my darling young rascally boy. Dexter. Like our Dexter? Oh, man. Ah, they're all named. Kinda a little creepy. Oh. When he was good, he was very, very good. Dexter. Young Buckaroos National Council, Dexter Egan. Castle Boy wins state spelling bee. Best Attendance Award, School Merit, Certificate of Merit, Father's Day. Wow, okay. So yes. When he was bad, he was horrid. When it rains, it pours. My son the vandal. Sorry to report your son was caught at school grounds last night throwing rocks in the gymnasium windows. I'm sorry for taking $50 out of your wallet without asking. I know it was wrong. I know you're very disappointed in me. I'm sorry I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. Sad excuses for stealing. Raised a crook. Police nab suspect. Passing phony checks. Souvenirs. Void correction department. I'd rather see it burn. Change your will according to the directions you gave me on our meeting on May 21. In the event of your death, Dexter will have no recourse to inherit Wickford Castle or any of your estate or financial holdings. I'd rather see it burn. Wow. Yeesh.
Can I help you?
Hey.
I was in the elevator and it got stuck between floors. I had to climb out the top and I just barely made it up to the floor above. Do you think you'll be able to fix it?
Well, I doubt it's broken. I'll check the power switch in the basement. Glad you're okay. But don't go climbing around the elevator shaft anymore. It's dangerous in there.
So, do you know if Ezra Wickford had a place where he liked to go and think? Someplace he thought of as a refuge?
There was a private area of the garden. Yeah. The entrance was hidden, so no one could bother him there.
Were you allowed to go out there?
Once in a while he'd bring me out there and teach me about his favorite flowers, but that was like 100 years ago.
Yeah, he just...
Did you know the original owner, Ezra Wickford, when he lived here?
You could say that.
Did you know
him well?
They call it the past for a reason, okay?
Okay.
Because it's over.
Sure.
So, did you grow up around here?
You could say that.
Very vague answers.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
So what'd you find in the library?
How do you know I was in the library?
Oh, come on, Nancy. You've been on the prowl. I can tell by the sparkle in your eye.
Wow. Is it that obvious? I guess I'll have to work on my poker face.
I knew it! So, what'd you find in there? Dead bodies? Ezra Wickford's icky childhood bug collection?
Actually...
Actually, I did find a secret room of Ezra Wickford's, but no bodies or treasure. There were a few bugs, now that you mention it.
Really? What else? Do tell.
Bleh.
Oh, nothing very interesting. Just a half-melted candle and some old papers that didn't make much sense.
Aw, you're no fun.
When you researched this place, did you find any references to a secret garden?
Not that I remember. But I probably wasn't even thinking about gardens. I mean, it's hardly croquet weather.
All right.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Ah, I see. Is it just guessing? One, two, three. Okay. 4. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sounds of sawing. Hello?
Nancy, what are you doing here?
Don't you think I should be asking you that question?
I can explain, Nancy, but please, don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France, my fiancé will give up on me, and I will have let down my family again.
Okay.
What's your fiancé expecting you to accomplish by breaking into the Queen's Tower?
I am doing this for my country and for my family's name. Isabelle has nothing to do with it, except that I feel I must succeed before I will feel worthy to marry her. The tower holds a valuable French historical document. If I can find it and return it to France, perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics.
Kind of document?
What kind of document?
The tower first belonged to the Chateau Rochemont in France. When Ezra Wickford bought the tower, my great-grandfather was the master carpenter in charge of dismantling it and preparing it for shipment. One day, when he was working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
A secret compartment?
Inside, he found an old journal with a royal crest on the cover and a medallion with a strange blue stone in it. But he heard other carpenters coming, so he hid the medallion in his pocket and sealed the journal back in the compartment. Before he could get back to study the journal and return the medallion, the tower was dismantled and shipped to America. He never learned who the journal belonged to or what it said.
What happened to the medallion?
What happened to the medallion?
I have the medallion now, and I'm hoping if I can get into the tower, I can find the journal too. You see, he thought if he told his story, Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet.
Do you know?
So, how do you know all of this?
I was his only great-grandson. On his deathbed, he gave me the medallion and told me the whole story. He begged me to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France.
What did he think the journal contained that was so important?
The journal bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to Marie Antoinette, because she used to visit the tower during the Revolution. So perhaps it contains her confessions, or perhaps it contains proof of her innocence. Either way, the contents of that journal could change French history forever.
How do you think the medallion fits in?
But how do you think the medallion fits in? What's its significance?
I have no idea. I believe whoever hid that journal must have left the medallion with it as a part of their message. But what? Nancy, do you think you could help me? Let me show you this medallion, and maybe you'll be able to tell me what it's for.
Why should I believe that you're
I don't know,
not the
Jacques.
library vandal?
You seem pretty desperate. Why should I believe that you're not the library vandal?
Oh, Nancy, you must believe me. I would never try to destroy that beautiful library. After all, most of those books are French. Now will you help me? I think this medallion will interest you. And maybe you'll have some idea what it's for. It's in my locker. Will you go get it while I take care of something? The combination is 2665. I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute.
2665 in his locker. As long as you promise to tell Christy what's going on.
Well, as long as you promise to tell Christy what's going on.
You're the best, Nancy.
That's what
they tell me.
Okay. Okay, which one is his locker is the question, though. Because surely it's not going to be, like, out here. That would be silly. Ah, there we go. 2665. So, 2. 6, 6, 5. Got it. Oh. Excuse me?
Oh, someone must have knocked me out.
Headache headquarters. Nancy here.
Nancy, it's Jacques. What happened? Are you okay?
I don't really know what happened. I opened your locker like you said, and then it was lights out Nancy.
But you do have my medallion, right?
It was the last thing I saw, but I sure don't have it now.
Oh la la, you can't be serious.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid I am serious. I have no idea what happened to it.
This is too much. Oh la la, unbelievable.
Welcome to the voicemail system. Please press 0 to retrieve messages. To leave the system, please press 3. First message.
Yeah, Miss Drew. This is Dexter at the front desk. Can you come down when you're feeling better? I need to talk to you for a minute. Thanks.
To go to the next message, press second message. To leave the system, please thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, what time is it? Oh, slept darn near through the whole day. Cool.
Thanks for coming down. I've been wanting to talk to you. How's your head? Did you slip or what?
I'm feeling much better, thanks. But what was it you wanted to talk to me about?
It's just that when I found you out cold in the basement and hauled you back to your room, I noticed all this red dirt on your shoes. I'm just curious where it came from.
Mr. Egan, I confess, I found my way into the corridor that leads to the Queen's Tower. As you probably know, the dirt in that tunnel is very red. I hope you won't consider this trespassing.
Nope. If you must know, I'm impressed. Ezra Wickford set that secret door up so nobody would be able to find it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower. Ezra told me that if I could get through the secret door, he'd take me up to see the Queen's Tower. Finally, I got into the tunnel, and when I came out with that red dirt all over me, he laughed. He was actually proud of me.
Aww.
That's an amazing story, Mr. Egan. I'm glad you're not angry. I guess I'm just as curious as you once were.
I'd say you earned the right to check out the tower for yourself, but you gotta get through that gate, right? There's an old skeleton key in the maintenance shed. Now that the storm's passed, you can go out and get it. But be careful. It's still dead cold out there.
Okay.
I don't want to press my luck with you, but I sure would like to see Ezra's private garden. Could you tell me how to find it?
It's nothing but wasteland out there. If you're bent on tromping around in the cold, go left when you get outside, away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest.
Okay.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Aw, that ended up being alright. Do you think we can...
Well, if it isn't Dexter's little Cinderella.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
I'll try. Do you have a coat or anything that I can borrow? Anybody have a coat I can borrow? Okay. So straight out to the shed. Cool. We're in the shed now, which is nice. Oh, it's scary in here. Oh, oh my. Well, that's great to look at. Okay, what? I'm looking for a key, aren't I? Okay. Local buzz. Remember when? Not many of us are old enough to remember young Dexter Egan, the adopted son of old Daddy Chocobucks, Ezra Wickford. Most of us only came to know Dexter, the boy who was lucky enough to grow up at Wickford Castle as Willis County's most famous juvenile delinquent. According to legend, it was Dexter's troublemaking that caused Wickford's disappearance from public life. Most of us have used his name as an example for our own children to frighten them into obedience. You don't want to turn out like Dexter Egan, do you? We would ask. A counterfeit? A convicted felon? Bad egg? Isn't it amazing that after 25 years in prison, Dexter Egan's release is coinciding with the grand reopening of Wickford Castle, now owned by the enterprising young Christy Lane? It's true, and rumor has it that Egan is determined to straighten out his life and make up for past mistakes. But how? Will he become Wisconsin's next chocolate milk tycoon? When asked about his plans to reinvent himself, the ever-charming Dexter said, "No comment." Does this spell trouble for Willis County? Only time will tell. Oh. Sure. Oh, key. There we go. There's the key we're looking for. It's just chilling in the shed, huh? Ah. I'm just kind of clicking everything because I don't know what I'm looking for here. Oh. Are those related? Yeah. Ah. A red medallion. That's great. Cool. I want to try and get back. Help. Okay.
Nancy, I still cannot believe you lost my medallion. How could you have been so careless?
I wasn't exactly careless, you know, and I didn't lose your medallion either. But I don't have it. Where were you, anyway? Weren't you supposed to meet me?
When I showed up, you were having a catnap on the floor. Ugh, I would be ruined by you American women.
Guess you'd better stay away from me then. Goodbye.
Au revoir,
Jeez.
little Miss Nightmare.
Jeez, alright. Let's...
Glad you came down to talk. Get this. I saw Dexter walking out to the maintenance shack with this, like, green ornament thing in his hand. He's up to something, right? Maybe you should check it out.
Thanks for the tip, Lisa. I think I will. Wanna come along?
Thanks, Nancy, but you're the brainiac. I'll just guard this comfy chair and wait for your report.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Okay.
Stay warm.
Alright, then literally directly back we go.
I'm locked out.
Yikes.
If I don't get inside soon, I'll freeze to death.
Okay. Is that these guys? Okay, you move. Okay, you move all of them. Okay, you need to be one ahead. Cool, you move all of them. Did it, yeah, buddy. Oh.
What the? What's going on out here? Is that you, Nancy? Come inside. It's freezing out here.
Okay.
What kind of a stunt was that, Missy?
Sorry about that, but I was locked out.
Well then, what can I say except good thinking? Hey there, Nancy.
Oh, okay.
You've been holding out on me, Mr. Egan. I read in an old issue of the Daily Telegraph that you grew up here, right in this castle.
All right. I did live here for a few years, once upon a time. I was an orphan until Ezra Wickford came along and adopted me. But I left the castle when I was 16, and I never saw him again. That's the story, all right?
Okay. Why didn't you ever come back?
Why didn't you ever come back to visit?
Some things can't be explained, kid. It was a long time ago, and nothing can change it now.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Okay, so... Cool. Let's... see... what's going on here.
Is that you, Brandy? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. At the moment, my theory is rising like a magnificent souffle. I need to collect a few more ingredients, if you will, but it's a delicate situation. If I leave my room even for a moment, I fear the souffle will come crashing down in a heap.
What do you need me for, Professor?
What I need is some information about the castle. Hard numbers. I've come to the conclusion that you are an enterprising and faithful soul. Therefore, I have decided to entrust you with this important mission. Who knows? If you succeed, I might whisk you away from the hotel business to be my personal research assistant.
Okay. Not
Well,
actually.
Professor Hotchkiss, I'm not actually in the hotel business, but I'd love to help.
Marvelous! Here's what I need to know. How many days before her 38th birthday was Marie Antoinette executed?
Gonna yell at you.
Nancy, I heard you got locked out. You could have frozen to death. So, what was Dexter hiding out there?
I don't know. It just looked like your average maintenance shed to me. So, next time you give me a hot tip, Lisa, it better come with some earmuffs.
Huh, I thought for sure I was onto something. I still think Dexter's shady. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Later, Nancy.
Yes, did you find the information I asked you for?
Sure did.
Good, but I need you to write it down so I don't forget. Thank you. Let me do some calculations to see if this is correct. Eureka! If there's one thing I like in a young person, it's ingenuity. Now, I've got work to do. Time to stir the cauldron and stoke the fire. But if you'd like to talk, I'll be holding office hours in the lobby between 3 and 6 a.m. Meet me then.
Okay. Between 3 and 6 a.m.
It's locked.
Does the key we have... Oh. Okay. Should let us in, right?
It's locked.
Okay. Oh, this looks... great. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Love this. Okay, alarm for 3 a.m. is what she said? 3 to 6, right? So. She's in the lobby. Parlor. Oh!
Nancy, dear, welcome to the witching hour. Isn't it marvelous to be up and about when others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
Ah.
Yes, I happen to do some of my best work in the middle of the night, too. So, tell me, Professor, what is this theory you're working on?
Well, you probably know by now that I'm a scholar of French history. My specialty is Marie Antoinette. Oh, poor Marie, the most misunderstood queen of the 18th century. Marie used to visit the very tower that now belongs to this castle. I'm convinced that this place holds evidence that will forever change the way the world views Marie. But the walls have ears, so I'd rather not say any more right now. If you're really interested, why don't you go up to my room and have a look around yourself? You've been such a great help to me, almost like an apprentice. Oh, I've always wanted an apprentice.
Wow, Professor, that's really generous of you. I'd love to learn more about your work. But are you sure you don't mind?
I insist! Your mind is like a ravenous monkey gobbling up every banana in its path. Oh, how can I stand in the way? Here's my extra pass key. I get back to work at 6 a.m. sharp, so just make sure you vacate the premises by 5:59. And put things back where you find them. It's all scientifically organized in there.
Okay.
Do you know anything about a tiara that was given to Marie Antoinette?
The infamous tiara, of course! Oh, people thought Marie had this extravagant piece commissioned for herself, and they hated her for it. But really, it was her husband, King Louis XVI, who had it made for her birthday. Oh, she didn't want it. Refused to wear it. And then, a few months before the revolution broke out, the tiara disappeared.
Was it ever found?
It was never found. There were rumors that she had it destroyed, but no one has ever been able to prove this.
What did you mean when you said Marie Antoinette was misunderstood?
Everyone thought Marie did nothing but spend France's money on jewels and fancy soap for herself, while her people were starving. History books have upheld the myth that she was just a spoiled and heartless brat, but I don't believe it.
What do you believe?
I believe that she's been the victim of vicious rumors and lazy historians for too long, and that if the real story could be told, people would realize that Marie Antoinette was actually a good woman who wanted to help her people but didn't know how.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so we have her room key now. Stairs, please. Oh no, we normally find her room via clicking. This one? Nice. Oh. November 2nd, a Scorpio like me. What a coincidence. No wonder she's so passionate. Austrian birth dates, elaborate hairstyles, fashion of the day. She preferred to wear her hair loose. No concrete evidence that she's the one who coldly declared let them eat cake. The boots.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Hotchkiss to Earth. Come in, Earth. Oh, okay. I think we're rolling. Now, let's get a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C. Oh, and there's Marie. I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
Battery dead. Battery charger. Battery there. Okay, cool. Oh, eyelash curler. Ma'am? Were you the one that punched me? Sleep until tomorrow at 3. So she'll be downstairs, right? Okay. Charged. In goes this.
Oh, what's this? It appears to be some kind of peephole. But what, pray, does it peep upon? Shall I peep?
Ooh.
La la, I do believe I'll peep. The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for. Where's my medallion? It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss! And what's this? A message? Eureka! It says the diamond...
Oh. Oh. Okay. Feels like kind of a weird place for that to have been. Hotchkiss's room is this way, which means the thing that she recorded is... Hello? Okay, this. Ah. Oh, it lets me zoom in. Oh, this is important. Okay. Got this one. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's up. And that is walled off. Okay. Okay. Oh, fudge, it's one of these guys. Okay.
Looks like some kind of prison.
So then... Same idea. Of how we did. This goes up here. Okay, we got this. This way. Cool. And then we can get this one in here. There we go. Nice. I have to do it a little bit backwards from what I originally thought was happening, but... Ooh. Ooh. What an aggressively... Okay. Oh good, this isn't a sliding one. I can just pick him up and put him wherever. Can these be rotated any? Yes, they can. You go there. You turn. There we go. Okay, this game is just a lot of back and forth.
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps I should say hoot hoot. Ooh. Did you find anything of interest in my room?
I did pop in there, though interesting doesn't begin to describe the place. Would you mind if I went back another time?
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
Can you translate this for me? Le diamant de misère dans mon journal.
Now, where the heck have I seen that phrase before? Well, anyway, it means the diamond of misery in my journal.
I found something that I think you'll be very interested in. It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that.
This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years.
Where on earth did you find it?
Well...
Yes, I think this could help prove your theory. But you see, I need to know what it says too. Because I've been...
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
I'm sure physical combat won't be necessary, Professor. I'm glad to help you with your work, but I need your assistance in return. You're fluent in French, aren't you?
Absolutely, I'll get to work on it right away. I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
Okay, all right. You know, for someone who's solving time crunch mysteries and, like, the danger is ever present, we sure do just, like, sleep a lot through entire days. Man. Hey.
I'm so glad you stopped by. I've translated the entire journal. It's fabulous! And as an added bonus, it includes Marie's official decoder, something no one else has ever found before.
Can you tell me what this means in English? La solution se trouve dedans.
Well, trouver is to find, and solution is just like it sounds, solution. The solution is found within.
What does l'espoir à ceux qui cherchent mean?
Let's see. Well, espoir is hope, and chercher is to search. Hope to those who search.
What do you think of Lisa Ostrom?
That Leslie, yes, oh, real dynamo, but... oh, I told Chester that I would not require any maid service during my stay. I don't know why she didn't get the message.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Okay. Now, let's see if the translation's in her room. Husband is like an impossible child. I can't believe Louis bought me this tiara. Does he expect me to do with it? I can't wear it. People hate me already. Thought of a plan. I'll have the tiara dismantled. There's a dear old jeweler, Claude, in a village near Rochemont. My own court speaks viciously of me, and I feel terribly alone. I only hope that someday, years from now, my actions will be better understood. If you're reading this, know that my honor shall be blue, our courage shall be red, and your loyalty shall be green. I wish you well, weary traveler.
I think I see what the symbols in the stained glass mean now. Let's see. Purple rose, hold diamond, key of queen. But where have I seen a purple rose? And what's a diamond key?
I also feel like this game is one of the easier ones to, like, overlook the little things. It's rough. We will go back. Click. Solve all of our puzzles again. Ooh, that was a little lucky there towards the end. Okay. I can feel it in my bones. We're getting to the end of this. I have to solve all of it again? Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Please don't make me solve this guy again. I'll cry. Oh, good. Whew. Okay. Okay. Whoop. We did that one.
I need something to pry these tiles off.
How about this guy? Nice. Nice. Okay.
Looks like a keyhole of some sorts.
Maybe like a... this? Okay, hold up. Green, and then key.
The diamond!
Hello?
Whoa! Will you look at that sparkly rock? And me without my sunglasses.
Hi, Lisa. How did you get in here?
I followed you, of course. Turns out a nosy, goody-two-shoes detective is good to have around after all. Now, why don't you toss me that big honkin' diamond so I can blow this popsicle stand and never set foot in lame-o Wisconsin again?
Lisa, you must be kidding me. This diamond belongs in a museum in France.
Yeah? Well, I belong in the lap of luxury, and that diamond's gonna get me there. Hasn't anybody ever told you to mind your own business?
Yeah, a time or two.
Oh, many times.
Well, maybe this time you'll learn.
Pepper spray me.
Eyes!
Don't worry, my spicy devil villain venom won't last for long. But I'm afraid by the time you get your eyes back, you'll have missed my grand exit.
Are you the one who conked me on the head in the locker room?
Ouch! I bet that hurt. But I had to get the medallion somehow, didn't I? I hope we can still be friends.
No, I think we're past that.
Why did you leave Jacques' medallion at Hotchkiss's room? And Hotchkiss's medallion out in the shed?
To spread suspicion around, of course. You know, to play with your mind. Plus, I was at a dead end. I got the 2 messages from the stained glass window, but then what? I knew you would figure it out, so I decided to put the medallions in your hands and let you lead the way.
Why did you have to vandalize that beautiful library?
Just a little translation mix-up. When I read the message from Hotchkiss's medallion, I thought it meant Diamond of Misery in the library. Whoops, guess I went a little overboard looking for it in there. Anyway, enough with the questions, Nancy. You'll just have to read the rest in the papers.
No.
I've got to stop her.
Yeah, you do.
Ah! Help! Get me out of here! It stinks down here. It's all moldy. Darn you, Nancy Drew. You're the worst friend a diamond thief could ever have.
Darn you, Nancy Drew.
Dear Dad, to think I almost became friends with a diamond thief.
Wow.
Everyone at Wickford Castle is resting easier now that Marie Antoinette's journal and her famous diamond are safe and sound. The journal, the diamond, and the medallions are all going to be featured in a new Marie Antoinette exhibit in Paris, and it looks like everyone will be rewarded. Except Lisa, of course. First, she missed her plane to Rio, and now she's going to be charged with attempted grand theft. Professor Hotchkiss is thrilled because the French government has granted her permission to publish Marie's journal in the U.S. before it gets returned to France. This ought to help prove her theory about Marie's character once and for all. Thanks to Jacques and his great-grandfather's efforts to find the journal, the Brunet name is being celebrated all over France.
Yay.
In the meantime, Jacques and Isabel have eloped. It's so romantic. I showed Dexter the poem that Ezra Wickford wrote in, and he was relieved to know that his old pop didn't carry any hard feelings to his grave. All the talk shows want Dexter to tell his story on national television, but he keeps turning them down. I guess he doesn't want to be famous or infamous. But when Christy Lane called and asked Dexter to be her business partner, he accepted.
Yay.
With her business sense and Dexter's expert knowledge of the castle, I think they'll make a great team. So, you know what they say, Dad? Il n'est jamais trop tard de changer l'histoire. It's never too late to change history. Me, I'm determined to go out and enjoy this snow before some other case comes up. See you soon. Love, Nancy.
Yay. We did it. Good job, guys. That was Treasure in the Royal Tower, and I think we did fantastic. Thanks for hanging out with me while we played it, and I'll see you guys next time for more Nancy Drew. Bye!